Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to Horror Tower Defense. And pretty much this video is going to be a little bit different from the regular ones I do make. And this is mainly going to be for people that are barely kind of starting off in their career in this game, Horror Tower Defense. So let's go ahead and start our beginner guide. And we're going to go ahead and start with our little tabs on the left side. And so pretty much for you guys that do not know this, we do have a little quest icon right here. You're going to click on that and pretty much you have daily, weekly, and monthly. And on time you do have a reset when they do all reset. And when you go ahead and click on them, you could pretty much see what rewards you can get. And once you get to 100% completion, you could go ahead and claim. And that's going to be relatively the same thing where you have to complete like certain objectives and then claim it, but you actually have to click it to claim it. Next, we're going to go ahead and go to our gifts. And pretty much this is where we're going to find your playtime rewards. We're going to find your daily rewards and your codes. Playtime usually just the amount of time you spend into the game is depends on what kind of rewards you get. Some of them take about 5 minutes. Some take a couple hours to get. Your dailies will pretty much work every single day. So the next time you get into the game, pretty much you'll be able to collect it when 24 hours are already passed. And of course your codes right here, where if you guys ever get any codes, whether you get it from videos, whether you get it from the lobbies, or whether you get it from their Discord as well. Next, we're going to go ahead and talk about the store. Pretty much in the store, you do pretty much have some exclusive items, which is usually going to be our events right here. After that, you're going to have this one right here, which is Premier Join Pass. Pretty self-explanatory. You got your coins, you got your gems, you got some crystals, and these are kind of like trait crystals. And I'll go ahead and go a little bit more over that later on in the video. And you also have some stuff like VIP, Luck, Super Luck, and Haunted Hunter. You also have another one that's summons like 50, and you have ×3 speed, and also some extra baggage that you go ahead and redeem for 99 Robux. Next, we're going to go ahead and go to our units. And pretty much you have your units right here that are kind of going to be divided into certain groups. You have your nightmares that are going to be on top. Your mythics are going to be on the bottom. After that, you're going to have your legendaries. And actually, you're going to have some exclusives too, depending on what they are. Like if it's an exclusive legendary, they'll be on top of all of them pretty much. And if it's like an exclusive, which I haven't seen yet, mythic, it'll be on top of the mythics. But you also have other ones. You got epics. You scroll more down, you're going to see rares all the way at the bottom as well. You can also sell them if you want to go ahead and multi-sell. Just click on the sell and just select as many as you guys want to sell. And you can also lock them in. So if you don't want to delete something and you're afraid that you might delete it, you could go ahead and click lock, and it'll go ahead and lock your characters into that as well. Let's go ahead and lock that guy. Another thing I could go ahead and tell you guys is that if you guys notice right here, we do have haunteds, and pretty much you guys aren't going to really see this on mine because I usually only keep haunted. Haunteds will have this little purple like line going around it, so that's the way that you know it's a haunted if you don't select it. And if it doesn't have like that purple line just going around in circles, it's not a haunted. Next, let's go ahead and go to our items. So pretty much our items are going to be holding all our stuff that we get from our playtime rewards, from us doing campaigns, and from pretty much daily rewards as well, or codes as well. And pretty much you do have some lucky boosts. You could get presents as well and food items. And unfortunately, your trait crystals don't show up here. In order to see that, you actually have to go to the summons. But we'll go ahead and go over that a little bit more. And trading as well. Pretty much you could go ahead and set your trading to disabled, enable, and friends only. I like to keep it on friends only because sometimes you got people that are spamming you all the time. But yeah. Over here, you're going to have your board, which pretty much tells you everything that you have to need to know about the updates. And these updates are usually pretty frequent, whether it's a week or 2 weeks. That's usually how it rolls. Over here, we do have our merchant, where you could pretty much go ahead and trade some of your gems for either candy, scroll down for troops. And that's pretty much it, realistically. I'm going to be honest with you, though. These troops, I personally wouldn't buy this for this amount. People will sell them for a lot more cheaper, and that goes for the other troops as well, whether it's mythic, legendary, or if it's an epic. So just keep that in mind. Don't waste your money on that, but you could definitely, I would say, definitely get one of these. These are probably going to be the biggest bang for your buck at 1,000 XP, and these other ones like this one, the rare candy, is only 250, and it's the exact same price, so it doesn't exactly make sense. Let's go ahead and just talk about the units index. And pretty much, even if you do sell a unit or you go ahead and trade it to somebody else, you will still have this here for the duration of your career in the game. So just keep that in mind. And it'll go ahead and tell you every single one that you currently have or had. And you can go ahead and click on them and kind of see their stats as well. Heading over here, we do have our raids, and unfortunately the raids aren't exactly out yet, but eventually they will be coming out. If I do remember from this video, it should come out within like about a month's time, more or less. Don't quote me on that, but it should be around there because we've been waiting for a long time, so I'd only assume that it'd be a month. You have your AFK tomb here where you pretty much get free coins. Also, another thing I want to go ahead and tell you guys is that when you're a VIP, I don't know if it shows you, VIPs, you get 2 times the gold in the AFK lobby, so definitely if you guys want to go ahead and invest into VIP, and if you guys are going to be AFKing a lot, that might also be a good place for you to go. Pretty much your summons leader or your summons board right here. It's pretty self-explanatory. You get your coins from campaigns, from playtime rewards, from codes. You could also buy them for Robux over here. And you could also go ahead and sell your stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys this. I'm not sure if they changed it, but I'm pretty sure they wouldn't, because usually games don't change this, or they'll have a sell option for haunted. Pretty much your shinies, right? If you have sell, legendaries, epics, and rare, it gets rid of everything except for your haunteds. And I believe that's still the case till now. I know it's been like about a week that I haven't played, but they haven't really like changed it or made any big updates or announcements. So definitely if you keep your auto sells on for these guys, they do not sell haunteds. But yeah. And you also have your chances, like if you go ahead and see chances right here, pretty much it's a 0.1% for mythics, 2.4% for legendaries, and so on and so forth. Secrets, from my understanding, it's 0.0, I think it's 0.01 if I remember, or 0.001. It's one of those two. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about the traits over here. And pretty much these crystals you're not going to be able to see in your items, but pretty much when you come up here, you're going to go ahead and see your traits just pop up right here, and you're going to be able to roll into whichever one you want to choose. Pretty much you get to select whichever one you want, and then you go ahead and roll. And pretty much there's different variations of the traits that you can get. You get damage, swiftness, hunter, experience, and there's so much more over here. But definitely the two that you want to try to get is ethereal and godly, in my opinion. I haven't been lucky enough, unfortunately. Over here, the sacrifice is kind of self-explanatory, where you have to go ahead and select some units. So we're going to go ahead and scroll all the way down, and we're going to go ahead and just select, because, okay, so I have a lot of these guys. So we're going to go ahead and select 9 of these guys. And pretty much when you go ahead and select them, right? Okay, perfect. When you select 9, there's a possibility. I'm not going to say it's a 90% chance every single time, but there is a small possibility that you will be able to get whatever is above this one. So for example, we're clicking on rares, we're going to get a epic. It's a 90% chance. We're going to go ahead and sacrifice, and then we're going to go ahead and see what happens. And we failed, but we were able to get some coins. And pretty much, even though it was a 90% chance, obviously I have the worst luck. If you guys realize this, I've already had 1,000,000 coins, no Dracula. But yeah, besides the point, if you do 9 epics, you have a chance to get a legendary, and if you have 9 legendaries, you have a chance to getting a mythic. So just keep that in mind as well. And I think we're going to go ahead and just head over to the play here area, or where the campaigns are at. I think I caught up to everything else. These are leaderboards. They're kind of self-explanatory. So definitely most time played and most wins. But coming over here, pretty much we do have a couple of different locations here that you guys could go ahead and check out. And pretty much we do have the event, which is going to be the Squid Game event. And I think this is only going to happen because it's Christmas. You have Spooky Falls, you have the Pixaplex, and you have the police station. And pretty much when you go ahead and select one of them, I haven't exactly played this event, but when you select one of them, it usually tells you if you want to go ahead and play on easy mode, normal, or hard, but you have to go ahead and collect it there. And pretty much if you want to see the rewards, this is what you can see on the rewards. And also you do have a possibility of getting a nightmare tower, which is specifically to that map. So for example, the front man is in Squid Games. In Spooky Falls, you do have Herbot. When it comes to the Pixaplex, you do have the puppet. And then when it comes all the way down here, you have Mr. X. And that's pretty much it. And definitely each one will have different stuff in it. It just kind of depends on what you want to play. But each one will have different stuff. Just definitely check it out. And if you click on hard, usually the percentages change, at least for the nightmare. But yeah, I think that covers everything from my understanding. Let me just go ahead and do a little quick sweep real quickly so I could kind of go ahead and see if there was anything that I missed. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. There's not really much more to this game. Definitely there are a couple things that are going to be coming soon, as you guys would see, as well as the raids, but unfortunately I think that's it. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to just go ahead and put it in the comment section, and I'll go ahead and try to reply as quickly as I possibly can. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care.